Okay, guys, so I'm live here. I'm going to go ahead and start screen sharing. I think this is recording. Screen share. Maybe. My computer is working so hard right now. Can you hear this? All right, so you guys should be seeing the slide that says how to rock your challenge group here. I'm going to go into presenter mode. Maybe. So complicated. Okay. Nope, it's not working again. Doing the same thing. Hang on, guys. I'm going to stop screen sharing here for a second. Go back to show. Okay, let's try this one more time. Yeah. Okay, now you guys should be seeing exactly what I'm saying. Okay, how to rock your challenge groups. Okay, guys, my name is Lindsay Rose, for those of you that don't know me. I am a Diamond Beachbody coach. I have been full-time with Beachbody for, well, since about last August. I was able to quit my full-time job. So this is my full-time income. Tonight I'm going to cover a quick call, as quick as I can, on how to rock your challenge groups, why they are so important in our business, and how the best way is that you can run them. So here, go to the next slide. Okay, but first I want to tell you guys a little bit about myself. Some background info on me. I became a coach after I started drinking Shakeology. Shakeology was my game changer, and it literally saved my life. I suffered from a lifetime of migraine headaches. I was even homeschooled as a kid due to having them so often, and I would even miss too much school. So doctors couldn't help me, medicine couldn't help me. The only thing that worked was like a dark, dark room, no sound, an entire day of sleep, if not more to sleep it off. So I'm sure many of you guys that have had migraines before can relate. So anyways, this continued into my teenage years, and at 13 or 14, I ended up having a pretty intense surgery done on my jaw. I was hoping to release some of the pressure in the back of my head, and doctors didn't even know if it would help at all. We were just grasping at straws at that point. So basically what they did was they broke my jaw, and I know, kind of graphic, but slid it forward. They remodeled my chin while they were at it, screwed some bolts in, and let the bone grow back over them. I like to tell people I've had plastic surgery and watch their facial expressions, because that's essentially what I had. So the surgery did help relieve some of them, but instead of 4 to 5 a week, I was maybe getting like 4 to 5 a month. I could live with that. I had to. It was the best it was going to get, or so I thought. So 2 years ago, though, almost to the day, after seeing like the 500th commercial about Shakeology, I decided to give it a try. So, I mean, I kept seeing that there were 5 to 6 servings of fruits and veggies in it and a whole bunch of superfoods, aka stuff I couldn't pronounce. So I figured, what the heck? So I ate veggies. I hated veggies. So I was like, well, let's just give it a shot. So little did I know that it would be a cure to my chronic migraines. So here I am 2 years later, and I haven't had a migraine headache since. So that's why I signed up to be a coach. I knew like the programs worked already because I had been using Insanity to get into the best shape that I have ever been in. And now I found this incredible superfood shake. So I pretty much felt like I needed to tell people, as many people as I could, about this as fast as possible. So like maybe, you know, I could help save someone else's life just as Beachbody had done for me. So not only has Beachbody changed my life physically, but I feel like it's also given me the vehicle to help give my son, who is 4.5, and I the life I know that we both deserve. So I've been full-time with my business. And guys, by full-time, I mean like 15 to 20 hours a week. Since last May, like I said, I was able to quit my bartending job in August of last year, and I've been building my business and ultimately my dream ever since. So that's a little about me. And now that brings us to the topic of this call. How do you build your business and ultimately your dream? And honestly, guys, the answer starts with challenge groups. Okay, so challenge groups are essentially online accountability groups where you hold a group of motivated individuals accountable to getting their workouts in, eating clean, staying positive, and, you know, therefore on track to reaching their goals. So they're a really fun way to encourage and motivate and help others. There are also the most fundamental and important activity, in my opinion, that we do as coaches. Why? A lot of coaches ask why. Because everyone needs some form of accountability to succeed. Even the most motivated person could start a plan of action, but if they don't have someone that they can literally check in with on a regular basis, they will slip up and most likely end up failing before they even really get started. Let me go to the next slide here. So that's where we come in. As a coach, you are a friend, you're a motivator, an inspirer, and an encourager. So I mean, think of yourself as not only someone's cheerleader, but you're also their coach. So someone who is constantly cheering them on while giving them the tools they need to succeed. So the program, Shakeology, challenge groups, the accountability, when all added together, lead to one of the most powerful traits out there, self-confidence. Oh, lost where I was. Sorry, guys, hang on. So with self-confidence comes a feeling of being on top of the world, okay? Challengers that are coming out of challenge groups tend to make the best coaches, in my opinion. And this is because they just spent the last 21 or 30 days proving to themselves that they can do this, that they can reach their goals, and all it takes is the right attitude and commitment to achieve them. So then they want to turn around and shout it out to the rooftops that they just lost 12 pounds or 18 inches, and they have no plans of stopping. So these are the ones that, like I was 2 years ago, want to start helping people with something that has already helped them. When you're passionate about something and you know that something works, you are more likely to encourage other people to join you. So why are challenge groups the foundation and the one activity we need to put the most effort into? And I say because showing others that they can achieve anything they want by simply believing in themselves is the best trait a person can have. So how do you run a challenge group? Honestly, there's really no one way to run one. So trial and error will show you what works for you and like what doesn't. So I've had to fall forward about 15 times until I finally found a system that seems to work best for me. So I'm going to share it. So take notes, and then you can use some of the ideas or use it as a basis to develop your own style, or even try it, you know, exactly as I do to a T. And so just see what works. So the very first thing you need to do is you need to set a date. All right. So I typically set mine up for the last Monday in the month. I do this so I can get everyone that purchased a challenge pack or program during that month into the group. So I usually try and shoot to hit at least Success Club 5, but lately, since we've changed some of the rules, it's Success Club 10 by the 15th. And then that will give everyone a solid week from there to get their programs in the mail and start looking over everything. So once you have a date set, then you need to decide if you want to have everyone doing one program or if you want to leave it open to any program, okay? So I personally leave it open to any Beachbody program. This way, someone may be doing the 21-day fix while someone else is doing Focus 225, okay? You with me? But because both people are posting about it, You know, someone might decide that they want to try Focus T25 next simply because they are seeing the other person getting results from it. So same goes for Shakeology. It's up to you how you want to handle that, but I don't absolutely require my participants to be drinking Shakeology in order to join one of my challenge groups. There are other top coaches who say, absolutely, you have to be drinking Shakeology. Now, I mean, could that change in the future? Absolutely. But for right now, I've been successful with making it only a strong recommendation for the group. And my hope is that as I post about Shakeology every day, and those that are in my group that are drinking Shakeology post about it every day, the ones who aren't will want to try it out by the end of the challenge group. So you will also need to decide how long you want to run it, okay? So I will be very honest. Do not make it longer than 30 days. Do not make it longer than 30 days. From experience, participation will start to fade drastically by day 21. And this is not because, you know, they have fallen off the wagon, but because you've helped them get into a habit of doing things on their own, and they aren't needing you and the group as much as they needed you and the group in the beginning. So it's starting is always the hardest part. Once you start feeling and seeing a difference, it actually becomes hard to stop. So be proud that your challengers are learning how to autopilot on their own. Let's see. And it is because of this that I make my challenge groups 30 days. Okay, so I deem the first week, week 0. So in week 0, we go over all the basics of clean eating and what it even is. We go over how to take measurements and go over what is expected of them over the next 21 days. I have them look over all their program's materials, scheduling out what workouts they are doing daily and when into a planner of their choice. They look over their meal plans, create their grocery lists, clean out their pantry and cabinets of junk food. They go grocery shopping. I have them follow the prep lists I include in the group files, and I start to teach them how to prep food efficiently so they can cut down on the time during the week. So basically week 0 is prep week, both physically and mentally. You want to boost their confidence that they can and will succeed. So, I mean, in here, encouragement is key, as well as clear expectations. So the actual challenge runs for 21 days. So you have week 0, which is prep week. And then the following Monday, the actual workout schedule and clean eating starts and runs for the next 3 weeks. So how do I get people interested? This is probably one of the biggest questions new coaches will ask. So this, how do I get people interested? How do I talk to people? It's really simple, okay? So just start with a message. Just start messaging someone with a, hey, Jill, I saw you recently went to Kalahari. I love that place. I've been wanting to take Trey. How was it? Simple, right? Just get the conversation going and use the form method, okay? Oops, I'm losing me. I have notes here that I'm reading from and I just totally skipped over. So yeah, just use the form method. And then once the convo is going, if the topic doesn't come up, you can easily drive it there by saying, oh, hey, since we're currently talking, I'm giving you first dibs here. Would you be interested in doing a 21-day challenge with me at the end of the month? I know you mentioned earlier that you felt a little uncomfortable running around chasing the kids in a bikini. You know, summer's almost here and I can totally relate to that. So I need to do something about it. Would you want to join me and help each other stay accountable? See, it's really just as easy as that. So you just basically, you want to be real and you want to be you. You can also make a public post on your wall saying something like, I can't believe how amazing I felt lately. I had no idea as a mom of 3 kids if I would ever feel the energy again to work out, let alone work out every day. I've lost 7 pounds in the last 21 days following the 21-day fixes workouts and its meal plan. I need to do a second round here before summer hits, so I'm going to be starting a 21-day challenge group for anyone. Hold on. Wow. Do not hit the down button, Lindsay. Okay. I need to do a second round here before the summer hits, so I'm going to be starting a 21-day challenge group for anyone who might be interested in joining me. I'm only opening up 3 to 5 spots, though, so if you want one, comment below or PM me ASAP. Peace out, winter. Hello, summer. So basically, it's really, honestly, it's easy as that, guys. And I've included that script in the PowerPoint, so you can even copy it, paste it, and kind of make it your own here. What do I post in the challenge group? So the back office has some really good challenge group guides, which give daily posts on anything from motivational posts and pictures to Shakeology facts and clean eating tips. I personally only use them as a guide, and I might copy and paste one or two of them. But my advice to you is if you use these to reword them to sound a little bit more intimate and personal, because I honestly feel like they sound a little robotic and pretty impersonable. Strive to make at least, oops, making sure here. Here we go. Strive to make at least 2 posts a day in the group. So one being a motivational, inspirational picture or quote with how they can apply it to their own fitness journey. And then another being something more practical, like a tip, recipe, Shakeology fact, etc. So I usually find all of my inspiration on Pinterest. I also use TinyTorch or Hootsuite.com in order to schedule my posts ahead of time. So I'll sit down on Sunday evening or whatever time it is that I have set aside and spend like 30 to 40 minutes typing out and attaching pictures to the posts and then actually scheduling them to be delivered on a certain day and time to that group. So it definitely makes it easier during the week and a lot less stressful knowing that these are taken care of. So if you guys are unfamiliar with tinytorch.com or hootsuite.com, then ask your upline coach or your diamond upline coach, or Google it or YouTube it. And it's definitely going to make your guys' lives quite a bit easier on some of it. Now, that doesn't mean that you can, schedule out your posts and then not check in for the entire week. You need to be in there at least once or twice a day, answering questions and, posting yourself kind of thing. So, okay, so then schedule in, yeah, like I just said, so then schedule in time twice a day to check in on your challenge group, comment on any posts, answer questions, etc. So the biggest challenge that I faced is keeping your challengers engaged and participating. And if you ask any seasoned coach that what their biggest hurdle was in the beginning, they're probably going to say that, okay? So the best way I found to keep participation up is through weekly participation contests. So there will be a total of 3 mini contests, okay? Because the actual challenge group goes for 21 days. So each challenger receives a certain number of points depending on the type of post that they make. For example, a post workout selfie could be worth 2 points, while a motivational picture or post could be worth 1 point. So I have a lot of ideas and collages I've created for past challenge groups that I can share under the files after this call for you guys so you can kind of get an idea. But obviously, the more points that a person has at the end of the week, the better their chances are that their name's going to get picked. So basically what I do is how I handle this is I create a spreadsheet and then I assign their name to a number for each point that they earned, and then use a site like randomnumber.org or random.org or something to randomly choose a number for me. So whoever has that number in that spreadsheet wins the participation challenge for that week. So then the contest starts over the next Monday, which is the next day. So everyone has equal opportunity to kind of win the second week. So that is one way that I've really, really found that works extremely well for me. I usually make like the weekly prize, like a couple packets of Shakeology or a Shakerton or a $10 gift card to somewhere of their choice. So again, it's all about how you want to kind of run your challenge group. After all, this is your business. So just keep in mind that humans are motivated by incentive. So give them something to work for and they will be more willing to follow through. You could also throw in some random fun mini challenges like a push-up challenge or a plank challenge where they have to like post a picture or a video on their own wall of them completing the challenge and then tag you in it. And they could get like an extra 5 or 10 points. So same for measurements. Every Saturday, I have them retake pictures and measurements, and I have them post to the wall for an extra 10 points that week. So I usually deem this Saturday. I know that sounds cheesy, but let's see. So like I said, that would give people incentive to, take pictures and step out of their comfort zone and post their pictures in, the challenge group and stuff like that. So on top of the weekly participation contest, I also have a grand prize winner at the end. So this could be a physical transformation or a mental transformation that has stood out to me throughout the challenge. So for instance, in my last one, I actually ended up having 4 winners because I couldn't decide. So each one showing some kind of huge improvement from when they had started. So I typically try not to spend more than like $30 or $40 on this. And I always try and keep it Beachbody related so they come back to me. So maybe a 3-day refresh, a tank top and water bottle, Maybe you used your coach discount and picked up an extra 21-day fixed program. Honestly, it's whatever you want to do. So just remember, however you run your challenge group, just make sure you are passionate about it and checking in with them and showing them that you are here to help them succeed, because they just need to put the work into it. They just need someone to believe in them. Okay, so that's the end of my challenge or my PowerPoint presentation, but I do want to touch on the free 5-day clean eating challenge that we have coming up this week. It starts on May 26th on Tuesday, and it is a good, fantastic way to build that foundation of trust with your family and friends, potential customers, et cetera, et cetera. So this business is all about helping people reach their goals, okay, guys? So most people get that they have to work out and remain active in order to lose weight or tone up. What a lot don't take into consideration or don't take seriously is that nutrition is 70% of that. So this free 5-day group is amazing at introducing them to clean eating and how easy it really can be. So invite the same way you would to your challenge group, with maybe a post on Facebook, a catching picture saying something like, summer is here and I don't know about you, but my local pizza shop has seen me, one too many times in the last couple of weeks. I need to get back on track. So I'm going to be opening up a free 5-day clean eating group. Does anyone want to join me? You can say something like, it'll include 5 days worth of complete meal plans, a grocery list, and even a prep list to help you get back on track in the kitchen. So who's in? Comment below with a quote, me, or something like that. So honestly, guys, that brings us to the end of the call. I wanted to keep this as short as possible. I think 25 minutes is a good time frame. I know there were quite a few of you guys, it's Memorial Day weekend, that probably weren't able to jump on. So I did hit record. Hopefully it worked, and I will post the link as long as technology agrees with me here in the next 30 minutes. So you guys be safe this Memorial weekend, and if you have any questions, feel free to message me. Oh, I guess I could stop sharing. One. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to stop screen sharing. You're going to see me here. Hi. Don't mind me. I literally had just walked in from being at a barbecue all day. So again, you guys have a great night. Bye.